All right, so you're in your predefined tournament and you're ready to build brackets. So what you want to do is come to bracketing and then seed build brackets. And it'll bring you to this page. This is the seeding meeting wizard. And what you'll notice right away is it says make sure you deleted all invalid entries. We want to get rid of all of those unknowns and blank spots. We've already done that in another item in our to-do list. So we're not going to do that now, but you're going to want to make sure that that step has been done. And so we're at this seeding meeting wizard, and you'll notice that I have a list of each of my wrestlers. Here's Ray, who's currently at a 1 seed, and you can see that from right here. Here's Eli, he's a 2, Tom's a 3, and so on. One important point here is that you're going to want to make sure that you have the correct bracket type selected. So if you ever want to check that, I can come to bracket types. It's going to show me right here. In this test tournament, I do have 2 different bracket types. I only have 6 teams in here, so I'm going to use the 8-man for all of them. But you can also, a little bit of a side note, under weight classes, we can also check and change this bracket type from here. But I am going to come back to this, so I just want to make sure those are correct. So bracketing, seed build, and now I'm in this seeding meeting wizard again. So right now, Ray's a 1, Eli's a 2, Tom's a 3, and that's based on the seeding criteria that we have established. So coach has entered this information. I've got them in the order that I like. There's another video previous to this on setting up your criteria, and you'll have wanted to make sure you did that correctly. But right now, you'll notice that all of the wrestlers have a yes for they've had 10 matches, and you'll notice that by the record. So everybody's eligible. We're all kind of tied on this level. And then the overall winning percentage is really what's breaking down these seeds for us. 882, 844, and 793. So these are all in order. If I switched these criteria around on the criteria page, this would probably also reshuffle how these wrestlers are seated. Before we get on to moving and building, I want to show you this: defeated by and beaten participants. Coaches have the opportunity, if you're using it, to enter head-to-head competition, and that's what I just entered a couple here. So right here, Ray was defeated by Tom, and vice versa, Tom defeated Ray. And you'll maybe wonder why Tom isn't the 1 seed, and that's due to this max seed jump. Right now it's set to 1. This is really meaning that he can only jump the guy ahead of him. If I wanted to change that, and let's say put it to 2, remember Tom's at a 3 right now, flip that to 2, this is going to update. Tom jumps all the way to the 1 seed based on this head-to-head. Then, of course, there's no head-to-head entered between Ray and Eli. Ray has a better winning percentage, so he gets the 2, and then Eli gets the 3. So again, pay close attention to this max seed jump. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to leave it as is. If you wanted to or needed to switch that, you would want to do that. If I needed to or wanted to move wrestlers, so let's say there was an argument or a discussion, and I wanted to move, and let's say that Eli's coach argues for the 2 seed, the coaches decide that's what they want to do. I can click this arrow right here, and now I just moved Eli manually ahead. I can do that with any of these wrestlers, or I could type in the number of the seed, and it would jump him right away. So sometimes that's easier than clicking the little arrows. So get all the wrestlers in the order that you want them to. And then one very common missed step is this seed all wrestlers button. It's going to show if I had 16 wrestlers, I'd be able to seed them all, or I can go through 15. Let's just say for the sake of our discussion, we're going to seed the top 3. We're only seeding winning records. I would just set this to seed through 3. And what that means, it's going to seed 1, 2, and 3, and it's going to draw these 2 wrestlers in. And then all I need to do is click build bracket, and it'll build it, and you'll notice that I'm going to get a new button that shows up right here that's called bracket, and I can click on that and view the bracket. Make sure this all looks the way that I want it to, print it out, show the coaches in your meeting, however that process works. And you'll see that Tom, in fact, got placed at the 1, Eli the 2, and Ray just like we said. So 106 is done. I would just go to 113, work my way through this. I could move wrestlers here if I needed to. Select how deep I want to seed, and it looks like in this one that would be, I guess, through 4. So I'm going to seed through 4 if I'm going with the 500 wrestlers or better. And then click build bracket. And now I just built my next bracket. So I could just work my way through. Again, of course, this bracket link shows up here. I can view it. I would go to my next weight class and so on right down the line.